Yeah, got a show for y'all.
Got a damn good show. All right, Chicago is a sanctuary city, and they're getting overran and flooded.
Yeah, well, where else they gonna go? They're going anywhere else, they're gonna get deported.
And
Be careful what you ask for. Y'all sanctuary cities, so all the people that's in our country legally, go ahead and take them.
yeah, watch what's happening in Chicago.
Before we get to today's video, got a new giveaway, Jeep Rubicon, $10,000 in cash. All you gotta do to enter is officialhodgetwins.com. Anything you buy on the website, you automatically enter to win. We got Mifflin Blue, got supplements, got some sea moss, got some Shilajit. Yeah.
Watch what's happening in Chicago at the Home Depot.
A Southside Home Depot is at the center of growing community frustration. Customers and neighbors say the store has become a magnet for migrant loitering and harassment.
Some residents tell us they no longer feel safe visiting this store. They're calling on the city and on Home Depot to step in. Our Tia Ewing has more.
Well, Scott and Dawn, it's not unusual, right, to see people outside Home Depot looking for work, but customers and neighbors say the crowds have grown significantly, now fueled by an influx of migrants. They say it's turned shopping and even just walking down 87th Street right near the Dan Ryan chaotic. Over the
Look, well, everybody knows illegal immigrants, where they go looking for work, they go stand out in front of Home Depot.
Yeah.
They stand out there like a bunch of prostitutes. I see the one dude out there pulled in Home Depot. You know what he did?
What?
He did like this. He started picking up boxes showing how strong his back was.
He was flirting with you.
Yeah. He's showing what
You
he got.
pick up a box like you like that, don't you? Look at that.
Yeah,
His big box.
yeah, but I find it annoying because it's what was it? It wasn't even a Home Depot. It was a U-Haul place. It was a bunch of here in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I'm pulling in there and they run up to go, hey, you need some help? You need some help? And the English is all broken. It's like I could smell armpits, I could smell nuts. They smelled horrible.
Yeah. It's working, man.
weekend, this was a scene outside the Home Depot in Princeton Park on Chicago's South Side, and it's drawing a growing concern. Complaints are pouring in from
Out there prostituting himself.
customers and neighbors who say they're being harassed by groups of alleged migrants crowding the parking lot. This video shows dozens of people gathered near the entrance, many of them, customers say, approaching cars and following people into the store in hopes of getting work.
That looks
One
crazy.
customer told us it's become an unsettling experience just trying to shop.
The man, 4, 5, 6, and they're asking you, can I clean your car? Can I wash your windshield? And even when you coming out, they like waving their hands for you to stop, like you've just hit them or something. And then they come up to you like they are contractors working.
So how did it get to
That is scary.
Why? Because they're black?
Yeah. It's a difference.
No, you know, it's not the complexion. It's not that they're people of color.
Well, I'm basing it off black Americans.
Huh?
I'm basing that,
Oh, for FBI
my bias.
statistics.
I'm basing it off of FBI statistics, crime statistics.
Yeah. They straight from Africa. That's a real African right there.
No, that's a real African right there. You don't get no darker than that. They straight off the boat. They ain't been doing no race mixing. When you start doing that race mixing, you start getting Negroes like us. So this ain't no race mixing right here. This is full blown nappy nut Negroes.
That's authentic Africa.
Yeah, that's
authentic right there.
yeah, that's 99%.
Yeah,
to
that's
this point,
100%.
where residents and former employees say the issue escalated after Texas Governor Greg Abbott began
This dude don't want to catch COVID.
sending migrants to Chicago. And since then, neighbors say trash has piled up. A street food vendor has taken over the sidewalk. People feel unsafe, and little, if anything, has been done to address this. A former
Man, that is nuts.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
That's Chicago.
Look at the street vendor right there.
Yeah, but that's Chicago. That's what you voted for. You're going to turn Chicago into a third world country.
Yeah. Like that street vendor right there selling tamales and stuff. She has no license for that. She made those things out at her house.
Man, I got some tamales from this dude out here in Vegas.
Yeah.
Usually they're good. You pick them up on the street.
Yeah.
Man, we opened those tamales up, man. It smelled like he had like arsenic in them tamales. It smelled putrid. It smelled like it had gangrene in them.
Gangrene in the tamales?
Yeah, it was smelled disgusting. I even tipped that dude because I felt sorry for him.
See?
I should have called ICE on him.
Our Home Depot employee described it as a failure on the part of both the company and the city, saying the lack of action is only making things worse.
It has nothing to do with the businesses. They can't do nothing.
Yeah.
You think the Chicago mayor and that city council will let you remove them from there? It's not the businesses. You don't think the businesses reached out and say, look, this is a bad look. You drive away customers. You don't think they reached out?
Chicago, St. Louis City care more about illegal immigrants than their own constituents and their own citizens in their country. That looks bad. That looks horrible. It makes me, if I need an alternator, I'm not going to that AutoZone.
Yeah.
If I need a battery, oh hell no, I'm not stepping right here.
I mean, this dude just looking like he's desperate. You know what? This looks like TJ.
Tier 1?
Yeah, when I've been to TJ, when I was in Marine Corps, used to go down there. This is what TJ looks like. A little bit worse, though, but
Yeah, see,
it's getting there. Yeah.
See, the problem with Democrats, they said we're a land of immigrants and that we're a sanctuary city. We welcome everybody that wants to find a job and work. But look, these people are not compatible to come to the United States. They don't know the language. They have no skills. They're on the side of the street in front of an AutoZone. You got a street vendor right there. She's illegal. She's selling stuff. You know, she has no license. It just looks like a third world country.
This is like an illegal immigrant circus.
A what?
An illegal immigrant circus.
They're impeding on traffic. You know, they're outside. It's just so many of them where, you know, to me, it's unsafe.
All the immigrants, you've got the African immigrants over there, you got the Haitian immigrants over there, you've got the Hispanic immigrants over there.
Got Haitian immigrants over. I bet you ain't gonna find no cats and dogs over there.
At first, it was only Latino immigrants for a long time.
Yeah.
Now it's African immigrants over there. Now it's Haitian immigrants over there. And you can't sit here and tell me that there's no way that these people can get their work permits to start working on these affordable housing.
The Home Depot is responding to our story saying this: we have a long-standing non-solicitation policy at our stores. Our top priority is the safety of our associates and customers, and we invest significant resources in making sure they can work and shop safely. Our ongoing approach includes technology, personnel, and close relationships with local law enforcement and elected officials. Now, we do want to point out we did see Chicago police out there at the time that we did record video, but nothing was done about that activity. An email and 2 calls were made to Alderman Ronnie Mosley's office. So far, we haven't heard back.
Yeah, that's why they're not doing nothing about it.
They don't care.
That's who y'all voted for. Y'all leave those illegal immigrants alone. They just want a better life. They just providing for the family.
Y'all xenophobic. That's what y'all's problem. Y'all xenophobic.
You know, this city's got a over $1 billion deficit on the budget.
Yeah, I believe.
And he took in all these people. You know, they provide them with housing. You know, those illegals ain't got somewhere to stay.
And they say Trump, they'll ruin our social programs like Social Security while they're using our taxpayers' dollars to support these people who hasn't put anything into the system.
Yeah, Chicago's going to fall. It's going to turn to Detroit. It's going to turn into Oakland. You know that, right?
Yeah, but if they don't abide by Trump's executive orders, he cut off all federal funds. Yeah, they'll fall quick.
Yeah,
I think that's what happened in Detroit.
Yeah.
Reagan wasn't playing with them fools.
Yeah, but like they have a decline in population. There's a lot of people fleeing the area.
Right.
And all the people that's fleeing is like Republicans and moderates.
Right.
They're like, I'm out of here.
Right.
And then what's left behind? The idiots.
Yeah.
That place is going to fall. It's going to fall hard.
And I hope whoever's in office, I hope it's a Republican. Let them fall, because these are the
You hope it's a Republican office.
Yeah, because if somebody like a Democrat's in office, they're going to supply them with more funding than they should get. The Republicans going to be hard on them. They're going to hold them to a standard. Hey, y'all got all these illegals. Y'all funding these different programs as a drain on your community. You know, like this.
Yeah, you're right. Trump's cutting funding to all these woke cities and states. Did he not follow his executive orders?
Yeah.
What Trump doing? He's cutting funding.
Yeah, he just cut funding to Harvard, like $2 billion. Now they sued his ass.
Yeah, this place is gonna fall, and I can't wait to watch it burn.